Sometimes I think about how strange life is. How unfair. How unpredictable. How it hands out cards that make no sense. Some people begin with luxury, others start with dust under their nails. And yet, I've learned something important. It's not the starting point that shapes you, but the way you respond to it. I used to believe that hard work always guarantees success, but that's not fully true. Hard work only gives you a chance. The rest, discipline, consistency, humility, and the courage to keep moving when nothing moves around you, is what turns that chance into a path. I've met a lot of people who work hard but stay in one place their whole life. Not because they are less talented, but because they underestimate one simple rule: consistency beats intensity. Anyone can work hard for a week, a month, or even a year. But the ones who quietly grind for 5, 10, 15 years, those are the people who eventually break through. And it's funny, nobody notices them until they succeed. Before that moment, society mostly ignores them or even judges them. I remember a guy I used to know, let's call him Mark. He started as a janitor in a company where everyone treated him like background noise. People would walk past him without a single "good morning." He told me once, "It's weird how invisible you can become when others think your job is small." And I agreed with him. There's something cruel about how people rank value by titles, not by character. But Mark didn't complain. He said something that stuck with me for years: if you respect the work in front of you, even if it's humble, life will eventually respect you back. At the time, I didn't fully understand it. Years later, I do. Because I watched him grow. Step by step. Task by task. No dramatic breakthroughs. No sudden miracles. Just a man who refused to let where he was define who he would become. He'd clean the floors, then stay an hour later to read articles about business. He'd wipe desks and listen to audiobooks about personal finance. While everyone else rushed home complaining about how tired they were, he stayed consistent. It taught me one thing: opportunities don't appear out of nowhere. We notice them only after building the eyes capable of seeing them. People often think their life will change when someone recognizes them. A manager, a mentor, a lucky break. But life doesn't work that way. Most breakthroughs happen quietly, in the background, where no one claps for you. What people applaud later is just the visible tip of an invisible mountain of effort. I've judged people too. I'm not proud of it, but I admit it. There were moments when I saw someone doing simple work and thought, they probably didn't try hard enough. But life corrected me. It humbled me. The truth is that success is not linear. Good people can struggle. Hard workers can fail. The system isn't perfect, and luck plays a role. But there's still something powerful that luck can't erase: your ability to grow regardless of the circumstances. And that's where consistency becomes a life philosophy, not just a work habit. Another friend of mine, David, once told me a story about the worst year of his life. He lost his job, broke up with his girlfriend, and ended up living in a tiny studio with peeling walls. He said he used to lie awake at night thinking, is this all I'm worth? That's the kind of moment that destroys people. Or transforms them. For him, it was the second. Instead of drowning in self-pity, he created a rule: 1 hour a day, I improve something. It didn't matter what. A new skill. A new book. A workout. Cleaning the room. Fixing his resume. He didn't try to change his life overnight, he just tried to not remain the same person tomorrow. 8 months later, he got a better job than the one he lost. Not because he became lucky. Because he became better. Life is slow. Progress is slow. But deterioration is slow too. Every day you choose a direction, forward or backward. Even on the days when it feels like nothing is happening, something is happening. You're either building discipline or building excuses. What frustrates me is how people romanticize success. They talk about mindset, vision, affirmations. Those things help, sure. But the brutal truth is that success demands boredom. Repetition. Doing the same unglamorous thing every day without applause. Most people want results, not repetition. But repetition is the price. Consistency is the most unsexy superpower you can have. And here's another uncomfortable truth: you don't need motivation. Motivation is emotional caffeine. It wakes you up but fades quickly. What you need is identity. Become the kind of person who does the work, even on the days when you don't want to. When that becomes part of who you are, you become unstoppable. Let me share one more story. There was a period in my life when I felt lost. I kept starting new projects and abandoning them. I kept searching for the right moment, the right feeling, the right idea. But nothing changed. Then one day, an older mentor told me something that shifted everything. Your problem is that you wait for a passion that will save you. But passion doesn't save people. Work saves people. Passion grows from work, not the other way around. That hit me hard. I realized that all this time, I wasn't lacking motivation, I was avoiding discomfort. I wanted progress without discipline. Results without routine. Growth without consistency. And life doesn't work that way. The moment I embraced repetition, my life changed. And that's why stories like Mark's resonate with me. Because they reveal a truth we often overlook: greatness is not loud. It's silent. It's built in empty rooms. Early mornings. Late nights. Quiet decisions. Small steps. Invisible sacrifices. Until one day the world sees what you've been building all along. Mark eventually became a CEO. Not because he was gifted. Not because he was lucky. But because he understood something profound: your future is shaped not by extraordinary moments but by ordinary moments done with extraordinary consistency. So here's my judgment, my opinion, my advice, and my truth all at once. Stop chasing motivation. Start chasing discipline. Stop waiting for inspiration. Start building identity. Stop dreaming of the top. Start mastering the bottom. Every day you work on yourself, even in small ways, you tilt the world in your favor. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But eventually, the universe bends toward those who refuse to stop. Consistency won't give you instant success. But it gives you something far better: the power to become the kind of person who succeeds everywhere they go. And that, to me, is the real victory.